we are going to give an open mic to selected participants in this conference to give us a little peek into their backpacks, just so that we can see and hear with our own eyes and ears what they are taking with them home and out to their society, to their groups, to their workplaces from the conference. So we have collected a group of women, and I would like to welcome them on the stage from left to right. Now we have 3 open mics. And you can just step to the mics when you feel like it. Give us this piece of interest, of information, the curious things that you have taken with you and are taking with you from the conference, and share it with the rest of us who are sitting out there. When you have spoken, you just go back to the row and just one after another, just when you feel like it. Please.
I don't know why I'm going first, but I figure I'd be a hard act to follow. But no, that's not it. I really have more questions than answers. I am more confused than ever. But what I want to say on a positive note, my name is Lisa Franco. I'm probably the only one in Iceland with that name, so I would like to do something in Iceland. I want to give a voice to the voiceless. So if anybody in Iceland would like to get together and work with me and we can come up with something together to fight this, because we really need to do something. It is a terrible epidemic, and women and men too, they're suffering, we're suffering, and we need to figure this out together as a community, globally. So let's work together. Lisa Franco, please get together with me. Let's do it.
Halla told me yesterday it was one sentence. Yeah. I feel cheated. I feel like you've been cheated. First, I'm just going to say one word: solidarity. That's it. Solidarity. There are no borders to solidarity. And if there are, we have created those borders. The one sentence I wrote down was allow women of foreign origin to move forward. Allow us to participate in solving the real equality problems that we have defined for you here in Gender Equality Paradise. I'm a member of the Women of Foreign Origin NGO here, and I'm starting an initiative. I want mentors. I want Icelandic women to stand up, stand with me, lift us up, empower us, and create alvöru, genuine, sincere equality.
In moving forward, we must create solidarity by understanding power structures. That means asking ourselves uncomfortable questions about how we might use the privileges afforded to a great number of us to fight against the systematic oppression that women face based on race, class, ableism, queerness, and other social factors.
Yeah, I would like to thank everyone for this fantastic conference. I'm a psychologist, so I'm seeing a lot of this kind of happening in the academic world. And in this conference, the message that has come the most clear to me of everything that's been said is that we do have to, in moving forward, we have to focus on the bystanders. It doesn't happen in isolation. If we are working and talking keep the conversation going. We have to talk with people who are sort of, this change, and we do this in psychological therapy. People need to come to their own conclusions, but the only thing we can do in moving forward is to keep the conversation going.
I only have 3 things in my backpack, so to speak, after these 3 days. I have to remember to get hysterical. I have to remember to act in hope, and I can't forget my hammer.
Hello, you're wonderful. I wanted to paraphrase a sentence that was said here before. Maria Larassi, I hope I'm not butchering how it's pronounced. I would like to say, when we do gender well, but we don't do disability, you're not doing gender well. There was a conference here, there was a meeting here earlier yesterday, with an appalling lack of able people in it about disability. And for my fellow fighters of all genders, I want you to act willfully with the intent to disrupt af einbeittum brotavilja.
Can you hear me? I was also given the one-sentence prompt, so I have that. But I can also say that I'm often asked to identify myself and talk about how I'm an immigrant, how I'm a person of color, of gender, and I think that people make a lot of assumptions about me, and I'm really proud when I'm able to break those stereotypes down. But my sentence that I have is, I wanted to thank all of you for a stimulating week about going on and on about our favorite 3 Ps, sharing our frustrations about the power, privilege, patriarchy that live on, not least because they permeate all class, race, disability, and gender, while most of us are still defining ourselves as that and others. But I have hope, because there is something else that transcends class, race, disability, and gender, if we allow it to, and I hope that that is this revolution of the MeToo.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I am Guðrún. I come from Iceland. Earlier this month, I attended another conference, which was wonderful. It was on domestic violence in Oslo, Norway. And there, many good things were said there, but especially Monica Platek from Warsaw treated the issue of gender backlash in Eastern Europe. And she said, well, in light of the strong evidence presented there, and I think that's a question that is still valid also for me too, and all issues that we have been discussing here, she said the authorities in these countries, and she could have added also other institutions than other authorities, we have to ask ourselves if women are looked upon as human beings. Thank you.
I have 0 tolerance for violence, and I don't understand why doesn't everyone in the society share that lack of tolerance with me. But after this conference, I have a hope, and I'm going to be very impatient to see that change of lack of tolerance.
Yes. So, okay. Women with disabilities are women, and therefore, as women in general, exposed for violence. We're women, not disabilities.
Now here's another phallus symbol. So, we might be wishing for a parallel universe of matriarchy, or we might be on our way to some utopia. But on the way we will stumble and fall, or rise up tall, laughing. I want you to take your left palm and put it on your heart. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to notice that under the left palm is life. Under your left palm is love. So when in doubt, choose left.
So I was also given just one sentence, and that's okay because I don't have much to say, but I would like to thank everyone, especially the speakers who took their time to encourage us and uplift us with such amazing, amazing, amazing insights. But MeToo, I would just like to say that the existence of MeToo is not something that you get to have an intellectual conversation with. Just because the moment you try to have the intellectual conversation, that's where we lost. And you don't get it, to have it.
Yes, I was given the one-sentence rule.
We've established that.
So I'm going to try. I'm going to try to be quick. I think one of the most important things I learned was from Sole's talk yesterday, when she said, "Don't be careful. Don't be careful. Be brave. Be courageous. Claim your space. Use it well. But beyond everything else, stay safe, because your power rests solely on your mental health and self-care above everything else." Thank you.
I'm Gina Dent, and I have been thinking that being an abolition feminist against carceral feminism and glass ceiling feminism means always remembering to say that criminalization and incarceration are a part of the system of gender, race, class, and colonial violence.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm the last one. And the sentence that most struck me in these 3 days were by June Barrett, when she said, "Our job is what makes possible every other job." And I saw that in such a broad picture. I know she was talking about domestic workers, but I see it as for all of us. Whatever we do from now on, and in the past, whatever we did, is a stepping stone for the future generations. Whatever our job is today will be their job to continue and to make it much better. And also for the women that I know will be joining MeToo movement from this day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Give these brave women warm welcome, warm hands.